All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars have Josh Lambo out there to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Love. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. 12. A shotgun snap for Luck. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. So he rolls out of the pocket left, just ends up finding a safety valve, but no gain there.
No gain, but it looked like they were well coached on the play because he still went through his progressions, and the receivers know that when the quarterback exits the pocket, they have defined routes to run now to get into his sight lines and try and help him out. End up throwing it short to the running back. Give the defense credit for not giving up any yardage.
Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Bortles. Looking deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On second down, here's Locke. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Hilton's first catch, good for a first down. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, Luck. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
To throw on second down is Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, here's Locke. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Here's Luck now on second down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Mack. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a first down throw. Locke got his man complete over the middle. That's Doyle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Locke. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Well, throwing again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? To throw is Locke. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun now for Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, it's Locke. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing his luck. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third and long. It's locked. Keeps himself upright. Now he's swallowed up and taken down. Telvin Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Sunday. Green 80. Green 80.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got some space here. Fournette fighting through. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big run by the big man Fournette. 49 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. The pitch to Fournette. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively, they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James O'Shaughnessy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. 2nd and 10, Luck again. And his throw is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Luck now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go, let's go.
Bortles now on 1st down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Let's go, let's go.
From midfield, here's Bortles. On the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Terrell Basham able to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum, because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quick.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
On 1st and 10, Locke. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. He'll be saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
Back to throw. Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And some room to maneuver. Room to run inside the 40. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big run by the big man Fournette. 49 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. He's going to get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Love. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A shotgun snap for Love. And, he's going to be hit and driven into the turf. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Luck in the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Luck. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A toss running left, Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Again, it's Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Love. Space to run past the 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Luck on first down. A dump down to Turner. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Fournette on the toss to the right. And some space here. He finds an opening past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big run by the big man Fournette. 47 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to 5. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On first down, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw may be. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Locke steps away to his left. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To the air again, Luck. Brought in over the middle by Graham. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Luck. Flushed out right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Luck throwing again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit. Because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads and start to cut the tape off. Because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Bortles now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's Love. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a carry from Mack. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on second down is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Out of the gun, Love. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts have taken the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
footwork back there. I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
372.
Now Bortles steps away. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Hank. 372.
From the gun on 3rd down, Bortles. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Fournette, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the one. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
One last throw here for Luck. Now he's flushed out right. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jaguars, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.